Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives, DOOL. Spoilers recap for Thursday, September 14, reveals that Belle Black Brady, Martha Madison, got updates on Brady Black's, Eric Martsolf, imminent trip to Greece with Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, but Brady could tell something was on her mind. Belle eventually opened up about her fight with Shawn Brady, Brandon Beamer, who wound up drinking again after Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston, funeral and refused to accept help. After Brady comforted Belle, they both got a big surprise. John Black, Drake Hoggeston, and Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, convinced Timothy Robichaux, Dick Van Dyke, to come home with them. So Belle and Brady were floored to meet their grandfather. John mentioned that he told Paul Narita, Christopher Sean, about everything over the phone and hoped he could meet Timothy soon. Although John offered to show Timothy pictures in the meantime, Paul arrived and suggested Timothy could have the real thing. Timothy was thrilled to hear about the lives of his grandchildren, but Belle got a little uncomfortable when she talked about her husband. Marlena noticed and quizzed Belle, who privately shared the news about Shawn going off the rails again after Victor's funeral. However, Belle didn't want that to spoil this wonderful day with Timothy, who was overwhelmed by all the love. At Alex's apartment, he was surprised when Theresa Donovan, Jen Lilly, arrived. Theresa mentioned that she found out where Alex lived from Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Clean, who also offered his phone number. After Alex found out Theresa was Stephanie's cousin, Theresa assured him that Stephanie was totally cool with them going out. In fact, that's why Theresa was there, since she wanted to nail down dinner plans. Alex mentioned his Greece trip with Brady again, so Theresa suggested she didn't realize that was happening so soon and fished for information. Andrew Donovan, Colton Little, showed up at Alex's door next, so he said he heard about Alex's upcoming trip to Greece with Brady. Since Victor's plane crash was still under investigation, Andrew wanted to offer a reminder not to get in the ISA's way. Alex assured Andrew that they had no intention of causing problems. This trip was just about finding out why Victor took a detour to the old country and destroyed his will. Andrew was taken aback over Theresa's presence in Alex's apartment, so they had a brother-sister reunion that surprised Alex as well. Alex pushed for any additional info that Andrew could offer, but Andrew was reluctant to say anything. Theresa gave Andrew a nudge to spill what he knew, so Andrew finally offered a potential tip. Victor met with a man named Konstantin Nelianis in Greece, so Andrew filled Alex in on the restaurant outside of Athens that Konstantin owned. Although Konstantin didn't prove all that helpful to the ISA, Andrew thought maybe he could still help Alex and Brady with their own investigation. After Andrew took off, he made it to John and Marlena's townhouse, where he reunited with Paul and met Timothy. Andrew suggested he could take the whole gang's first family photo, so Timothy smiled for a pic as everyone gathered with him. Back with Theresa on Thursday's Days episode, she tried to talk Alex into letting her join the trip to Greece, but he didn't think Brady would approve. Instead, Alex assured Theresa that he'd take her out for a nice meal once he got back to Salem. Later, Brady joined Alex as they rolled out their luggage and prepared to catch a flight. Theresa looked rather mischievous as she secretly chased after Alex and Brady. At the townhouse again on Thursday's Days show, Timothy was worried about imposing, but John insisted they loved having him there and asked if he could call him Dad. After Timothy confirmed he wouldn't have it any other way, he embraced John as they made up for lost time. Andrew also met up with Paul in the town square, so they shared some sweet moments before Andrew hinted about Theresa having an agenda. At the pub on Thursday's DOL episode, Talia Hunter, a Kitrat civilian, wasn't sure she'd be very good company since she just got dumped and was drowning her sorrows. Shawn joined Talia anyway and offered sympathy over her story about Channel Dupree, Raven Bowens, breaking up with her to reunite with Johnny Dimara, Carson Boatman. Shawn also ranted about Belle's cheating over the years and argued that she wouldn't give him the space he needed to feel things. Once Shawn talked about Victor's demise and the fact that he put Bo Brady, Peter Reckel, in a coma. Talia was so sorry that he was dealing the way Talia didn't try to tell him that it wasn't his fault. After Shawn said it meant a lot to him, Talia suggested she understood. Although Colin Bedford, Jasper Newman, manipulated Talia into doing horrible things, she still did them and had to own it, just like Shawn had to own what he did too. Talia and Shawn kept throwing back drink after drink as they connected. After Talia and Shawn got kicked out of the pub over their drunkenness, they ended up in Jada Hunter's, Elia Cantu, apartment upstairs. Once Talia confirmed that Jada would be pulling an all-nighter at work, Shawn put their new drinks aside and planted a kiss. Talia stepped back for a moment, but she ultimately started making out with Shawn before they landed on the bed. While Talia and Shawn's passion erupted on Thursday's Days episode, Channel spoke to Johnny at the Dimra mansion and explained how she told Talia the truth. Johnny felt a little bad for coming clean about his feelings, since Channel would still be happy with Talia if he kept his mouth shut. Channel assured Johnny that she was glad he confessed, since she was now with the person she wanted to be with. Although Johnny hinted about taking this up to his bedroom, Channel pumped the brakes for now and sat down to watch a silly movie with him. When Channel pushed Johnny to confirm the film had a happy ending, he smiled and admitted it did. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Johnny and Channel could have a bright new chapter ahead of them, so stay tuned to Do All.